might be a new year, but it's the same result in the Edinburgh Derby. It's finished Hearts 3, Hibernian 0. Welcome back, guys. Son of Scotland TV. Life is fucking great. What a start to the new year. Not only is it a 3-0 win with a clean sheet at home, but it's against our rivals. It's against Hibernian, and we prove once again that Edinburgh is maroon. I think we deserved the win today. I thought we were good. Second half, not so good. But I think we've done enough in the first half to pretty much kill the game off. I didn't think Hibs were going to get back into it, and they didn't. Partly down to them making a few mistakes, not being able to take their chances, and partly due to Sander Clark being quality. I said when we signed Sander Clark, when he was first at St Johnstone and he had the cup double, I actually thought Sander Clark was the second best goalkeeper in the league behind Craig Gordon. So now that we have Sander Clark, in my opinion, I think you could argue we have the best two goalkeepers in Scotland. For me, that is pretty insane. You get Gordon out, which sucks, you know, long-term injury, broken leg, but then you have someone like Sander Clark to bring in, and it's amazing. It's amazing, man. I can't put it into words. I cannot believe that we have a second goalkeeper as good as Sander Clark, and the double save that he pulled off, man, in the second half was nothing short of phenomenal. You can argue, should Hibs have scored it, especially the second one where he's sitting down, yes, but for him to make that save regardless was absolute quality. But we did take the lead 8 minutes in through Shankland. Cammy Devlin, pressing as always, fighting as always, being aggressive as always, won the ball from Fish down on the sidelines. That then led to the counter-attack. It was played to Ginnelly. Ginnelly got a shot at Davy Marshall. Davy Marshall palmed it away, and it was Shankland there essentially for a tap-in. Should Marshall have done better? I think so. You know, he made a save, but at the end of the day, if you're going to literally palm it to the striker in the box, then what is the point of making the save? So we took a 1-0 lead there, and this goal all came through Cammy Devlin, who has been phenomenal for us. So great to see him. You know, he didn't get the assist, but he assisted this goal 100%. Without him, this goal doesn't happen. Then we got a penalty 7 minutes before half-time. Bit of a long one here. So we actually originally score, but the referee doesn't give it. And then I think we all thought that it was being disallowed for offside, but it turns out that even though Civic was offside, there was a handball in the build-up, and the handball, I guess the handball happened before Civic was deemed to come back into play, so therefore, even though he was offside, I think the referees came to the conclusion that at that stage he wasn't interfering with play, but by the time he was interfering with play, the ball had already been handled by Bashuri. So once it was broken down, once the dust had settled, I think it was a really good decision for the referees. Took them a long time to get it right, but I do think it was the right decision. And Shankland again puts the ball in the box, then in the back of the net for the penalty spot. David Marshall went the right way, but he couldn't make the save. And I believe that is Shankland now on 18 goals now for the entire season in all competitions. That's incredible. I did say at the start of the season, I said that he would get 20 league goals, and it's looking like he could. And I know a lot of his goals are penalties, but still, whether it's for the penalty spot or whether it's for the open play, anytime Shankland gets a chance, I expect him to score. Moving into the second half, though, we didn't start that well. We weren't that good in the second half at all, to be honest, but I think that's expected. When you have a 2-goal lead, it's hard to come out with the same sort of, you know, attacking and momentum. When you're 2-0 up, you're naturally just going to back off a little bit. You're not going to be, I'm not saying you're not going to try as hard, but I think it'd be hard to keep the same sort of positivity and the same sort of style of play when you're 2-0 up than it is, you know, 0-0 when the game first starts. Hibs did come into the game more, but of course you'd expect this. They're trailing 2-0. They need to get into the game. They need to come at us. So they did come at us. They had a couple of shots. First one was from, I believe, was it Caden? Or was it Caden? I think it was Caden. I don't really care. I think it was fucking Caden. Had a shot. Sander Clark, comfortable save. We then had, I believe, Nisbet had a really good chance where he put it wide of the target. And then this double save that Sander Clark makes, man, phenomenal save. The ball you think's going past him, he manages to dive down low. He makes the save, and then he's sitting on his ass, and the rebound comes in, and he makes another save, man. Double save for Sander Clark. Phenomenal from Sander Clark. And then just when you think we're going to settle for 2-0, just when you think it's going to be a nice 2-0 win, no. Stephen Humphreys has something else in store. Now, originally, He gets played through by George Grant. I thought the pass was well overhit. It looked overhit, but Stephen Humphries, his pace was phenomenal here. He ran onto the ball. He outran the Hibs defender. Should Davy Marshall have come out? I think maybe if Davy Marshall came out, he could have got to the ball first, but he didn't. He stayed in his nets, and Humphries got to it before the Hibs defender, and he calmly slotted it past Davy Marshall to confirm that we would win this game. We knew we were going to win the game anyway, but still, it's 3 goals, it's 3 points. It's a brilliant day for Hearts, and it takes us now 5 points clear in the Scottish Premiership of 4th placed Aberdeen. So you cannot ask for much more than this. We're in good form at the moment, and I expect us to continue to push forward. Plus, we have a game in hand over Aberdeen, win that, and we go 8 points ahead. So, yeah, this is great. Absolutely loving life, man. Great to see us just continue to not only play well, but pick up results as well. And it's great. It's great at the moment to be a Hearts fan. After the European disappointment, you know, we were struggling in the league. We struggled in Europe. But after that's finished, you know, we have kicked on. We're beginning to get most of our injured players back as well. So, you know what, life's good, things are looking good, and I think now it's all about just trying to finish as high up the table as we can, and, you know, hopefully have a good Scottish Cup run. That has to be the aim now, and I'd like Shanklin to break 20 goals, so hopefully he can hit that target. But yeah, good win for us. Hibs, I'm not going to lie, did play well in the second half, probably were the better team, but they couldn't score. Goals win you games. Hibs couldn't score, and that's why they haven't won many games. I believe that is now 10 defeats in their last 12 games. Lee Johnson, could he be looking at the sack? I think so. I mean, it's it's possible, man. Let's be honest, man. You cannot lose that amount of games as Hibs manager. They're now down in 8th place. I know the league is pretty tight. A couple of wins can literally move you halfway up the table, but Hibs don't look like winning a couple of games in a row. So, yeah, he needs to sort that out, man. Hibs are struggling, but we're not. We're doing good. 35 goals now scored. That makes us the 4th highest goal-scoring team in the league, which is surprising because for a time, Aberdeen were miles ahead. There was this period where Aberdeen were like ahead of Rangers in terms of goal-scoring. So now we've scored the 3rd most goals in the league, and yeah, I don't think we can be stopped for 3rd place. I expect us to, like I said, make that gap grow. At the start of the season, I thought we would finish 3rd with a couple of games to spare, but I mean, who knows? By the way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if we get 3rd by the time the split comes around, because I do think the teams behind us are faltering, especially Aberdeen, man. They cannot buy a win at the moment, and we are looking really good. So yeah, happy with that, guys. Happy with 3rd place. Hopefully we get the Scottish Cup this year, and I cannot wait to get back into European group stage football next year, man. Things are looking good. That's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one, but great start to the new year. It's finished. Hearts 3, Hibernian 0. Till next time, no. Peace.